every day with seafood on the buffet Friday and Saturday nights. Menu items include steak, burgers, and chicken. Ice cream is included with each meal. Brandon Collins and the Southern Sizzler staff are proud to sponsor Columbus County baseball broadcast. The Country Nursery at 1240 South J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville carries an assortment of ornamental, flowering, and fruit trees, shrubs, and flowers, plus lawn and garden essentials like seed, bedding plants, pine straw, fertilizers, and pesticides. The gift shop has both indoor and outdoor home decor for spring like flags, wreaths, and bows. Country Nursery also carries Simply Southern and Girly Girl t-shirts and a selection of jewelry and initials. Their phone number is 640-6660, and hours are Monday through Friday, 8 until 5:30, and Saturday, 8 until 4. Mitchell and Judy Bowen are proud to support Columbus County baseball broadcast. The Columbus County Sports Network's coverage of high school baseball on WZCO 89.9 FM is sponsored by the following: the Southern Sizzler, the Country Nursery, the Tire Barn, First Bank of Tabor City and Whiteville, Joe's Barbecue Restaurant, Pawn South and Southeast Tax, Tech One Elite Car Care Center, the dental practice of Dr. Brent Lawson, the Original Dale's Seafood, Merritt Sporting Goods, Black's Tire and Auto, BB&T, and Columbus Regional Healthcare System. Please support the businesses that help make today's broadcast possible. And good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Columbus County High School baseball broadcast here on 89.9 WZCO FM. Columbus County Sports Network bringing you tonight's Three Rivers Conference game between two teams that are 3-2 and battling to get up there in the race for an automatic playoff bid. Come playoff time, the Fairmont Golden Tornadoes of Coach Sandy Thorndike and the South Columbus Stallions of Coach Scott Johnson. Look for a exciting ball game. High school baseball, you never know what might happen. And if you were with us Wednesday night, we had a little bit of everything happen. And tonight, special treat for everyone. I'm joined by Mr. Kevin Toman.
Thank you, Franklin. I appreciate the invite. Had a chance to watch South Columbus last week, and what a difference a week makes with the weather, I'll tell you. Last week, I mean, we were frigid, we were cold, we were shivering by the end of the night, but this is an absolutely beautiful night for baseball.
Hey, what a difference just a couple of days makes. There's the throw down to second base by the South Columbus catcher Tate Lee, and we're just about ready to get underway. On the mound for the Stallions is Andre Gaines behind the plate, Tate Lee, Austin Long at first, Peyton Ray at second, Miller Gore at shortstop, Jamie Harrelson at third base, Rajon Graham in left, Robbie Spencer in center, and Avion Bellamy in right. First batter up for Fairmont will be the first baseman, Mason Locklear. He steps in. Umpire says play ball, and we are about to get underway here a little bit before 7 o'clock. And the first pitch from Gaines inside and low for ball one.
Both these teams have shown the ability to hit the ball this year. I think the big key for South Columbus is they've got to be able to keep from giving up extra outs. They've got to be able to play solid defense today. Ball two on the inside. Just can't find that strike zone just yet.
And Gaines has got plenty of velocity. He's just got to work on location, just like real estate. And that one low for ball three. And, hey, folks, it's an official broadcast. Bert the mailman has checked in, which sounds good. We appreciate it, Bert. And I hope I don't have to keep your attention as long as I did a couple of nights ago. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Gaines in there for call strike one.
Good, nice pitch, grew to right in there. He's not going to make that swing unless it's going to be absolutely dead on right now. He's got a good eye so far.
Here's the 3-1 pitch to Locklear. Taking high and inside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Mason Locklear, and leadoff walks in high school baseball score about 80% of the time. Walks were the bane of both South and East Columbus on Wednesday night. No, Coach Scott Johnson not wanting to see the game start off that way, of course. I almost rather see a base hit, just knowing that because there is no defense for a walk. Randy Floyd, the pitcher, steps in now for Fairmont. He's squaring early to bunt, brings the bat back. There's the runner going down to second. There's the throw, and it one hops down there and goes into center field, but backed up quickly by Robbie Spencer. So Mason Locklear with a stolen base.
All 4 balls have been on that inside corner that he's thrown. The umpire's being very inconsistent, not giving that inside pitch.
So Floyd, I don't think, had any intention of bunting, just simply squaring around to protect the runner who was going to steal. Shortstop Miller Gore in behind the runner there, leaving a pretty big hole over on the left side. He does square around again, pops it up. Gaines had a chance to catch it, did not, and the second baseman does not get over to cover first. So the Stallions go from a possible double play if Gaines catches that ball to runners on first and third after the error.
Story of the game for both teams last week, missed opportunities. Good chance to get that runner off, pick that runner off at second and get the out at first for a double play. And just once again, now no outs with Fairmont with runners at the corners.
Infield back at short and second. There's a throw to first. Runner dives back. And unlike a lot of teams, Randy Floyd, who was the starting pitcher for Fairmont, running for himself over there. Seth Thorndike, the catcher, the hitter. There goes the runner. There's a throw down. It's cut off by the second baseman, and Floyd glides into second base with the Golden Tornadoes' second steal of the evening.
Right now, if I'm South Columbus, I'm looking to focus on the batter. You got to keep those runners close, but you got to get that first out and get yourself in a situation where you can get out of this inning with as little damage as possible.
All right, infield back, going to give up a run. Here's the 1-0 pitch, low for ball 2.
Gaines really struggling to find the strike zone right now. He needs the ball just to be put in play, trust his defense. He might give up a run, but he's got to get at least a couple outs here.
Pitch low for ball 3, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough where the runner can advance to the plate. And 3 balls and no strikes. Let's see if Coach Sandy Thorndike turns his senior catcher with the same last name loose on a 3-0 pitch with runners in scoring position.
A lot of pitches already by the young Gaines.
Gaines delivers. Pitch taken low and outside for ball 4, and that loads the bases.
If you're South right now, you're looking for a double play ball anywhere you can get it. Not only that, but you got to settle that young man down because, 2 walks and a bunt hit. Looks like we got a courtesy coming in.
Looks like number, that's DJ Seals, who'll be running for Floyd out at second base. So they let Floyd run till he got to second and then replaced him. So bases loaded, nobody out. Cleanup hitter Skylar Hunt, left-handed hitter, steps in now. Center fielder and takes outside for ball 1.
If I'm Fairmont right now, I'm going to make him start throwing strikes before I swing at anything in the dirt or anything that's out of my zone.
Only pitch that's been a striker put in play was Floyd's bunt attempt. There's a pitch on the outside corner for call strike 1.
Right now, if you're Fairmont, you just want to put the ball in play. Just get that run across.
Pitch on the outside corner for call strike 2. Thought possibly they were going to lose that strike call as Lee had to backhand that one, but umpire called it where it crossed the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball hit high in the air to deep right center field. Right fielder going back, and it's off the wall. 1 run will score. Here comes the runner from second. He'll score, and the Tornadoes take a 2-0 lead on a long blast to right center field by Skylar Hunt that missed going out of here by about 5 feet.
Warning track power almost took it out with the wind blowing right to left going out of the ballpark. He almost took that one for a ride. Only thing I did see, though, is if you're a tornado base runner, you can't be caught watching that. The second run almost ran over the other.
All right, still nobody out. 2-0 lead for the Tornadoes, and Jaden Freeman, the third baseman, steps in, takes a pitch high for ball 1.
And like we said, if I'm a tornado batter right now, I'm going to make him throw me a strike before I swing at anything.
Gaines working out of the stretch. Delivers, and inside pitch hits Freeman in the helmet. A glancing blow, so believe that he is okay. So hit by pitch. Had 8 batters hit by pitches in Friday night's game.
And somewhere I'm sure that's not a high school record.
So the bases are loaded again.
Not sure right now if South Clem's probably taking some time trying to calm the young Gaines down. Right now, just don't try to overthrow. Don't try to do more than you're capable of. Just throw strikes.
And there is action in the South Columbus bullpen as Chandler Ward is starting to throw, but he has just started. So, and Coach Scott Johnson is going to take a trip to the mound to talk to Gaines. So while he does that, we'll take a trip to the spots and hear from a couple of our sponsors. 2-0 Fairmont, top of the first.
The Southern Sizzler Steakhouse, 1405 South Madison Street in Whiteville, is open Tuesday through Friday, 11 until 9, Saturday and Sunday, 10:30 until 9. The Southern Sizzler offers the opportunity for a buffet or to order from the menu. Lunch and dinner buffets are available every day with seafood on the buffet Friday and Saturday nights. Menu items include steak, burgers, and chicken. Ice cream is included with each meal. Brandon Collins and the Southern Sizzler staff are proud to sponsor Columbus County baseball broadcast. The Country Nursery at 1240 South J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville carries an assortment of ornamental, flowering, and fruit trees, shrubs, and flowers, plus lawn and garden essentials like seed, bedding plants, pine straw, fertilizers, and pesticides. The gift shop has both indoor and outdoor home decor for spring like flags, wreaths, and bows. Country Nursery also carries Simply Southern and Girly Girl t-shirts and a selection of jewelry and initials. Their phone number is 640-6660, and hours are Monday through Friday, 8 until 5:30, and Saturday, 8 until 4. Mitchell and Judy Bowen are proud to support Columbus County baseball broadcast.
Coach Scott Johnson, after a conference on the mound with Andre Gaines, decides to make a pitching change. Has brought in right-hander Chandler Ward, who's just started his warm-up tosses. So once he gets loose, we'll be back and pick up. Fairmont leading 2-0 with the bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the first inning.
The Tire Barn on the Whiteville Highway, just east of Chadbourne, provides tires for personal, business, and recreational vehicles and farm equipment. They perform tire rotation and balancing, front-end alignment, muffler and brake repair, and most other automotive maintenance services. The Tire Barn is the North Carolina Inspection Center, open Monday through Friday, 8 until 5:30. Call 654-3166 for more information. Charles Crawford and Stan Bush hope all teams enjoy successful seasons. First Bank provides financial products for both individuals and businesses. This includes checking and savings accounts, debit and credit cards, personal and business loans. First Bank also offers digital banking for your smartphone, tablet, or personal computer. First Bank has been in business since 1935. Jeremy Coker at 1104 North J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville and Jessica Davis at 102 East 5th Street in Tabor City are proud to help bring you today's game.
Back here at South Columbus High School, it's the top of the first inning, and we've already had a pitching change. Maybe it's just because I'm here at the field that the pitching change takes place, as there were 13 pitchers used in Wednesday night's ball game. And Fairmont looking to put a big number on the board here in the first inning. 2 runs in on Skylar Hunt's double to right center field, and the bases still loaded, nobody out. And Logan Beaushore is the batter, the right fielder. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner for call strike one from Chandler Ward.
Right now, if you're South Columbus right now, you're just looking to pick up an out anywhere you can get it. Or rolling a double play ball will be excellent right here for them.
Infield back at short and second. There's a breaking pitch that
pretty much fooled everybody.
Excuse me. This is Andrew Smith, the designated hitter. I skipped a batter. My mistake, folks. Takes that pitch low for ball two. Bo Shore is the on-deck hitter. Smith hitting for the left fielder, Keljan Sweat. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Ward working from the stretch. Delivers outside. Good job there by Lee to reach out there into the left-handed hitter's batter's box and snag that one. And down to count 3-1. Smith looking for a particular pitch in a particular spot.
Need a strike right here. You can't afford. You have no place to put him.
3-1 pitch. Taken high for ball 4, now to force a run in.
South Columbus pitcher still struggling to find that strike zone right now. Number 4 for Fairmont coming up to bat. South Columbus still no place to put him. No outs here in the top of the first.
This is Logan Beaushort, the right fielder. And here's the first pitch. In the dirt, Lee tries to block it, gets away from him over towards the first base dugout, and another run will score on the wild pitch. That's Skylar Hunt coming in, and the other 2 base runners will also advance. And that's ball 1 to Beaushore. Smart play by that young man coming back to tag that play, because I saw it missed it when it came across. Right now, first base open for your for Fairmont, so you might want to think about maybe putting him on, trying to roll a double play ball. Infield still back, looking for an out. There's a ball hit in the air down the left field line and to be out of play. Eves to count the ball and the strike. One of the things you and I talked about pregame was the need for South Columbus to play clean baseball. You got a pitcher for Fairmont tonight. Real good location, real good velocity. They can't afford to get in a track meet with this Fairmont team. Pitch in the dirt. Good block there by Lee. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. South Columbus right now just looking for anything to break this momentum from Fairmont. Ward comes set. Delivers. Pitch in the dirt. Again, blocked by Lee. That got some of the meat hand there, and Lee's going to walk the ball back out there to Ward and give that right hand of his an opportunity maybe to regain a little feeling in it. Not only that, but reestablish some communication with his pitcher. There's a couple of balls that just weren't breaking exactly the way that catcher wanted to. Going to come out and talk to the young man, make sure they're on the same page. Okay, 4-0. Fairmont lead. And no outs here in the top of the first inning. Golden Tornadoes with runners on second and third. 3-1 count on the 7th batter to come to the plate, Logan Beaushore. Chandler Ward on in relief of Andre Gaines. Here's the pitch outside for ball 4. The upside of that, obviously don't want to give up a walk, but upside of that is first base is open. And now you're looking at you can get your force, you can roll your double play, and at least get yourself 2 outs. But in order for that to happen, you got to throw a strike. Shortstop Marcus Ransom steps in now. That pitch misses inside for ball 1. Got to give it to this umpire. He's consistently not calling that inside pitch. He is. It's a tight strike zone. Not that that's really had that much effect on the balls and strikes. That pitch high for ball 2. It's not like he's nibbling the corners at all. And as a pitcher, I can tell you, the more balls you throw, the more it gets in your head, the more you try to aim it, and the worse your control gets when you're not just free and easy and letting it go. There's a good pitch that Ransom was ready to take a cut at, fouled it over to the first base dugout, and the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. I think there is something to be said, like you just discussed, trying too hard, maybe trying to overthrow a little bit, trying to be that precise. If you're South Columbus right now, you just want to try and roll a ground ball someplace and get you some kind of help. There's a ball foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And I believe it's the first. Nope, Hunt had a 2-strike count when he hit his double. He was also a left-handed hitter, so see if that works out for Ransom as well. Ward with a delivery, and that pitch behind Ward. Runner coming to the plate. Lee's throw not in time.
5-0 our score. Top of the first, still no outs. I'll tell you right now, South Columbus is desperate to find an out. Which, now the upside of this for South Columbus is there's still a lot of baseball to be played. So we got good 7 innings, and South Columbus yet to take the bat. So South Columbus can't get themselves back in this ball game, but they've got to get some outs on the board and quick.
And there's a ball hit into shallow center field. Center fielder Spencer comes in, gloves it. Runner at third tags, but he will hold as Spencer makes a strong throw into the cutoff man.
Okay, runners at second and third, 1 out now.
Michael Richardson, the 9th hitter for the Tornadoes, will come in. Second baseman, right-handed hitter.
Runners at second and third. Pitcher working from the stretch.
Swing and a miss, the breaking pitch. Good pitch there by Ward. First breaking pitch I think that we've seen from him. So maybe that's the key to getting more pitches in the strike zone is to go with the breaking stuff. There's a ball hit softly to third base. Jamie Harrelson ranges over into foul territory just behind Coach Thorndike there in the third base coaching box and gloves it for out number 2.
Nice play by the young man ranging from be left to right with his odd hand, reaching up there and snagging that thing. Really helped this pitcher out right there.
So 2 down now, back to the top of the lineup. Mason Locklear, who walked to start all of this off. Pitch outside, goes to the screen. Here comes the runner from third, and he'll score standing.
Once again, we talked about this in the very beginning. South Columbus can't afford to give up extra outs, and these pass balls and wild pitches are really hurting them right now. Runner on third with 2 away. Batter's looking to put the ball anywhere he can at this point.
Ward comes set. There's a ball hit slowly to shortstop. Miller Gore charges, throws to first in time for the out, but not before the Golden Tornadoes put 6 on the board. After a half inning of play, it's Fairmont 6, South Columbus coming to bat.
Hello, this is Terry Edmond from Joe's Barbecue Restaurant in Whiteville. We are happy to be sponsoring Columbus County baseball broadcast. At Joe's Barbecue, you can sit down and order off the menu, and on Friday and Saturday nights, our pig picking buffet is served. Takeout orders are always available.
Don't forget the hush puppies.
Joe's Barbecue is located behind Lowe's in South Whiteville. Open Monday through Thursday, 10 until 8. Friday and Saturday, 10 until 9.
We hope you enjoyed today's game, and thank you for your support. Have a good one.
Pawn South's primary business is making loans on almost any item of value. In addition, Pawn South has new and used merchandise for sale, including firearms, hunting and fishing supplies, jewelry, electronics, tools, sporting goods, and even lawn and garden equipment. Pawn South provides services such as boat registration, hunting and fishing license, money orders, and bill payment. A complete list is available at pawnsouth.com. Pawn South has locations in Chadbourne, Bladenboro, Elizabethtown, Lumberton, Tabor City, Hope Mills, Conway, South Carolina, and in Whiteville at 433 South Madison Street. Southeast Tax and Insurance operates out of the Pawn South locations in Elizabethtown, Chadbourne, and Whiteville. Southeast Tax trained tax professionals are available to assist you year-round. Southeast Tax is open Monday through Friday, 9 until 5, with extended hours during the tax season.
Back here at South Columbus batting order looks like this. Leading off will be the shortstop Miller Gore. Harrison Gore, the designated hitter, bats second. Austin Long He of the Grand Slam down at East Columbus Wednesday night bats third. Robbie Spencer in the cleanup spot. Jamie Harrelson batting fifth. Avion Bellamy bats sixth. Peyton Ray bats seventh. Tate Lee bats eighth. And Ray John Graham will bat ninth. And they'll be facing senior right-hander from Fairmont, Randy Floyd, 5'11", 145 pounds. Floyd last Friday night hooked up in a good one over at Fairmont with Whiteville's Brooks Baldwin. Ended up giving up a 2-run homer to Jake Harwood late in that game as Whiteville defeated the Golden Tornadoes 3-2. Here's Floyd's first pitch. First pitch swinging is Gore. He grounds it to shortstop, comes up on him, and Gore is safe at first base.
Rough hop for the shortstop. Ball came up on him. He was playing back. Short hop the grass right up into his chest. Didn't have a chance to cleanly field the ball. We got a runner at first.
So that'll bring up Harrison Gore. Throw to first, and Gore gets back down 6-0 in the first inning. If you get your leadoff man on, don't want to have him wiped out on a pickoff. There's a fastball in there for call strike one to Harrison Gore, the designated hitter.
Pitcher got a quick move to first base. Thank God for South Columbus. The runner had a short lead.
Floyd ready, delivers. Pitch misses outside. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Floyd ready, comes set, delivers. Breaking pitch in the dirt. Good base running there by Gore. Was not going initially. As soon as he saw the ball in the dirt, took off. Thorndike blocked the pitch. Didn't even get off the dirt portion of the batter's area, but able to move to second base was Miller Gore.
Good base running, great secondary lead. Able to take that base easily.
There's a ball chopped up the middle into center field for a base hit. Gore will round third. He's coming to the plate. Here's the throw. He slides in safely, and on the throw to the plate, Harrison Gore goes to second base.
Smart base running by Gore, taking that second base when the ball went to the home plate. Probably been better cut off. I don't think he was going to get the play at the plate regardless. Should have been cut off maybe by the shortstop and kept Gore at first.
Yeah, the center fielder trying to throw the runner out at the plate. Missed the cutoff man, allowed Harrison Gore to move in the scoring position. That brings up Austin Long with 1 run in and nobody out here. 6-1 now, the Fairmont lead. First pitch from Floyd to Long, curveball in there for call strike one.
South Columbus base runners typically aggressive, will look to take third base. If I'm the pitcher, I'm looking to maybe try to hold him a little bit shorter.
Long checks his swing, and there's quite a bit of disagreement from the Fairmont folks down to our right, Coach Thorndike wanting an appeal, and the appeal had already been made. So now Coach Thorndike and home plate umpire having some words.
Umpire listening, but I don't think he's buying it.
I don't think anything's going to be changed at this point.
I think just right now wants to feel like he's been hurt. He's got to argue that call just on the basis of the fans over here in the corner. Just,
Tell you, according to the protocol of speaking with an umpire, Coach Thorndike could have very easily have been put in the dugout for the remainder of the game, or even worse than that, ejected. We'd hate to see that at this point because they have very strict protocols now in high school baseball and softball for approaching the umpires.
Quite appropriately.
There's a bunt, a good one. Floyd off the mound, gloves, throws high to first. The runner, Harrison Gore, will score, and Austin Long will move to third base.
Round and round we go. I mean, smart bump by the young man. Really laid it down well. No choice but to go to first base. Tried to rush that throw high. First baseman misses it, and South Columbus cuts the lead almost in half, we now have a 6-2 lead by the Fairmont Golden Tornadoes.
Well, and the second baseman actually covering went over there and kind of got spread out. I thought he should have made the catch. He just tried to reach up and catch it, never came off the bag, never jumped. Had an opportunity, I thought to, but did not. And
I think you've been better off giving up the out, maybe getting off the bag.
You got to catch the baseball. So the first pitch to Robbie Spencer is a strike one. There's a throw down to second base, the runner long back.
Again, like we talked about, South Columbus base runners typically very aggressive, just barely got back and beat the tag.
Spencer with a drive in the right center field. Right fielder comes over, catches it, throws back in, and not in time to double up Long, who had started towards third base but held up in time to get back. Spencer with a good solid contact in the right center field, but the ball slicing back towards the right fielder allowed him to make the catch for the first out of the inning.
And that's really the difference between the top of the inning and the bottom of the inning. If you look now out in right field, the flag is now dead silent, whereas it was blown right to left to begin with.
Jamie Harrelson in now, swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Another pitch in there for strike two. Harrelson quickly down, no balls and 2 strikes.
Harrelson got a protected play at this point.
0-2 pitch. Breaking pitch hit to third base. Third baseman charges, throws to first in the dirt, and another runner will score as Fairmont commits another error, and Harrelson safe at first on the throwing error by the third baseman.
Just like we talked about at the pregame, you have to play clean baseball, and right now both teams giving up unforced errors and unearned runs.
And that makes it 6-3.
Going to be another high-scoring affair. I hope you don't have as many runs played as you did last week.
And Avion Bellamy steps in now. He squares the bunt, gets it down. Floyd makes a nice athletic play to bounce off the mound towards the first base side. Gloved it through to the second baseman covering second to force out Jamie Harrelson.
2 outs in the inning right now. Smart heads-up play, throwing for the runner at second. Probably save yourself another run because if South Columbus plays another batter, with their next batter, you're looking at a whole new ball game.
Peyton Ray, the second baseman, tries to check his swing on a curveball, cannot.
Heck of a delay called by the umpire.
Fastball swinging a miss, strike two.
I tell you, watching this pitcher, he does not like to take his time. He's right back on the mound, looking to throw the ball very quickly, forcing the batters to play his tempo.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss for out 3, but the Stallions, who were down 6-0 entering the bottom of the first, cut that deficit in half. So after one complete inning, it's Fairmont 6, South Columbus 3. You're listening to WZCO 89.9 FM and the Columbus County Sports Network.
Tech One Elite Car Care Center, located at White's Crossing Plaza in Whiteville, is a full-service automotive center. Tech One sells and installs a large selection of name-brand tires. They do brake work, alignments, tune-ups, and minor engine repair. Tech One provides fluid services including oil, transmission, transfer and differential cases, power steering, and brake fluid. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 until 1. The phone number is 914-6021. That's Tech One Elite Car Care Center in Whiteville. Dr. Brent Lawson specializes in general dentistry. His practice is located at 308 Liberty Street in Whiteville. As a general dentist, Dr. Lawson is the primary dental provider for patients of all ages. He can diagnose, treat, or coordinate the services needed to meet your entire family's oral health needs. For a complete list of services and methods of payment, you may contact Dr. Lawson's office at 642-6001. Dr. Lawson and his staff send their best wishes to all Columbus County teams. Merritt Sporting Goods says spring means youth baseball and softball aren't far away, and adult softball leagues are forming. Merritt's carries equipment, uniforms, and supplies for all ages. They do screen printing of jerseys and T-shirts and carry a selection of trophies and plaques for end-of-season or end-of-year celebrations. Engraving is done on site. Merritt also stocks both collegiate and local high school attire. Located at 201 East Main Street in Whiteville, Merritt's is open Monday through Friday, 9 until 5. Tyrone, Lennon, and Greg, thank you for your support since 1984.
Top of the second inning, leading off will be the pitcher, Randy Floyd. Floyd reached on an error his first time, which kind of set in motion a 6-run Fairmont first. He swings at the first pitch, misses.
Important for the South Columbus pitchers this inning to try and stay ahead of the batters. They started getting a lot of walks first half, and they're pitching from behind.
Chandler Ward is on the mound, and he misses with a curveball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Andre Gaines started and was taken out without retiring a batter through 17 pitches, 12 balls, and just 5 strikes. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Ward, swing and a miss for strike 2. Ward came in and retired the side on 20 pitches, 12 balls, and 8 strikes as the Stallions pitching walked 4 people in the first inning, just gave up 1 hit, but it was a double off the fence in right center field with the bases loaded. There's a ball hit off the end of the bat. That's going to be trouble. Second baseman charging and cannot get Floyd. That was going to probably be a base hit, even if fielded cleanly, as it was an off-speed pitch. Floyd was out in front of it. Just got it right off the end of the bat. Had a lot of English on it. Once it got past the pitcher, second baseman was going to have a hard time gloving and getting to first base to get Floyd.
If the infield had been up, he might have had a chance at that ball, but as far back as he was, there's just no way he's going to get to that ball in time.
So that brings up the catcher, Seth Thorndike. Thorndike walked on 4 pitches his first time. There goes the runner. There's a throw down, but Floyd with an excellent jump, able to steal the base easily.
Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher.
And it's interesting that Coach Thorndike lets Floyd, the pitcher, run, steal second, and then he has the courtesy runner come in for him. He utilizes – Floyd plays a shortstop when he doesn't pitch, so it's not like, he's just a pitcher. He's an athlete.
Very athletic young man. You can see it on both in the field and at bat.
Ward checks the runner, delivers, and there's a shot by Thorndike past the third baseman into left field. The throw will come in. The runner will hold at third. So the Tornadoes got something going again here in the top of the second inning with runners on first and third and nobody out.
Tornado batters showing a lot of discipline tonight, not really swinging a lot of junk, really forcing the South Columbus pitchers to try to hit the strike zone. And when they do, Fairmont's making them pay.
Skylar Hunt, who doubled with the bases loaded to drive in 2 runs, came within about 5 feet of a grand slam home run. Had a little bit of wind helping him, and the wind has almost died down completely now as the sun sets. There's a throw down to third, and if the third baseman had been able to handle the low throw, they'd have had the runner at third, but he was not. Skips past Harrelson out into left field and seals the courtesy runner. Scores on the throwing error.
I'll tell you, and if you're a fundamental coach like Scott Johnson, this is just eating you alive right now, these unforced errors. I mean, you can't give a good team extra outs and expect to win the ball game.
So unofficially, we have South charged with 2 errors, but a couple of more balls that possibly could have been played into outs. My book, unofficial, of course. It's now 7-3 Fairmont. There's a ball pulled by Hunt, foul down the first baseline.
If I'm Hunt right now, I'm looking just to get the ball into the air, get the ball into the outfield, make sure my runner has enough time to tag up and plate that 8th run.
I think the count's 1-1 as going to have a quick visit to the mound.
Very spry Scott Johnson there.
That's about as fast as I've seen any coach get to the mound. And he's having a talk with his entire infield, catcher and pitcher.
Just trying to settle the young men down. A lot of baseball still to be played. South Columbus very much in this ball game, but they can't keep afford to giving up runs to Fairmont.
Speaking to Coach Johnson earlier this year, he says that he realizes a lot of teaching needs to go on to get the players to play baseball the way he likes it played. Infield in now. That breaking pitch misses for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
South Columbus playing with the infield up, hoping to get that run at home plate.
7-3, Fairmont lead. Runner on third base. Nobody out here in the top of the second. There's a ball ripped down the first base line, fair into the right field corner. Right fielder gets to it quickly and gets it in, but not before Skylar Hunt has his second consecutive double. This one driving in 1 run.
South Columbus had almost a shift on to the left, and that was just inside the foul line, and he had to range a long way to get to that ball.
So that makes it 8-3.
And we still have no out in the top of the second.
And Jaden Freeman, the third baseman, who was hit by a pitch his first time, takes low for ball 1.
Once again, Fairmont staying very disciplined at the plate, not going to swing at a lot of junk. They're going to force you to throw the ball where they want, when they want, and hopefully put it in play.
Ward comes set, delivers, pitch in the dirt. Lee blocks, but runner breaks for third and gets in there. Again, good heads-up base running by Hunt as he moves to third on the wild pitch.
South Columbus desperately needing it out once again. Really can't afford to go down 6 runs one more time. There's only so many times you can do that and hope to come back in a ball game.
Infield back in with nobody out and runner on third now. 2-0 count on Freeman. Pitch misses high for ball 3.
Not too hurt here if you do give up the walk, because at least they will put the infield at double play depth, and you might be able to get yourself out of this inning. But you've got to be very careful right now if you're South.
Ward with the 3-0 pitch in there for call, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. No outs, 2 runs in. Fairmont with an 8-3 lead here, and we're just in the top of the second inning. Fairmont with 6 in the first, 2 here in the second. South Columbus responded with 3 runs of their own in the bottom of the first inning. Chandler Ward comes set, delivers off-speed pitch, catches the inside corner for call, strike 2. Throw back to the pitcher, gets away, but Miller Gore, shortstop, alertly backing it up, keeps the runner from third from advancing to the plate.
Nice breaking pitch, nearly buckled his knees on that one.
So now let's see if Ward can come all the way back from a 3-0 count on the Freeman. Here's the pitch. Ball hit to Harrelson at third. He gloves, throws low to first. And Freeman is safe, and he's on his way to second base where he will hold there on the play. Hunt scores. Hunt was coming to the plate anyway. I think Harrelson hesitated, couldn't make up his mind whether to go to the plate or go to first base, and then hurried his throw to first, threw low, and that allowed.
Just a slight bit of indecision allowed that runner to cross the plate and the runner to be safe at first. Tough time on those third to first transitions. South Columbus could have had a few outs and just balls getting away from the first baseman.
So that brings up Andrew Smith, the designated hitter. Takes the first pitch in there for call, strike 1. Smith was the first hitter that Ward faced when he came into the ballgame in the first inning. Ended up walking him on a 3-1 pitch.
I'll tell you, I really love his breaking pitch. If he sticks with that, he's going to be all right. He's not going to give him a whole lot to hit on that.
Pitch in the dirt, good block by Leaves to count the ball and the strike.
I'm going
9-3, Fairmont leading.
I'm going back with that breaking pitch. Force him to hit me a ground ball. He's not going to get a hold of that very well. He's been behind it twice already.
Ward comes set, checks the runner. Breaking pitch hit in the air down the right field line. That's curving. Going to be a fair ball. Runner on second had to hold to see if it was going to be caught. It was a nice effort by Avion Bellamy out there in right field, but the ball slicing away from the right fielder off the right-hander's bat, and his dive could not get us. The ball fell about 3 feet into fair territory for a single for Smith, and that will move Freeman to third.
Athletic play by Avion Bellamy saves another run for Fairmont. But I'll tell you something. We saw Avion Bellamy in football and basketball this year, and he's very capable of making those plays if called upon.
Logan Beaushore, the right fielder, he walked his first time, steps in. Pitch from Ward misses low and away for ball one. No action in the South Columbus bullpen. Good crowd here for baseball here at South Columbus this Friday night. There's a throw to first. Runner Smith dives back into the bag safely.
Trying to keep that runner close in case he gets a double play ball. If he doesn't give him that big of a lead, it's going to be very hard for him to get to second.
Ward taking his time. Comes set, now delivers. Ball popped in the air, out of play. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here in the top of the second inning. Fairmont with 3 more to lead 9-3 and looking to add on with runners on the corners. And Beaushore, it's Boeshore, so I'm calling it Beaushore. If I'm wrong, I apologize to the Beaushores. And Beaushore is hit by that breaking pitch. So he'll jog down to first base, and that will load him up for Marcus Ransom.
Right now, if you're Fairmont, you're going to make him throw a strike. But you also, if you're South Columbus, you need to look to roll a ground ball here somewhere where you can maybe get the out at home, and if not, roll yourself a double play. But the key right now is not to give him something to hit. I throw that breaking pitch, maybe an off-speed pitch, or see if I can nibble on that inside corner a little bit. And if he's going to hit something, make it a weak ground ball someplace in the infield.
Tate Lee going out and having a talk with Chandler Ward. That talk over with now, so we're back ready to go as somebody appears to start getting loose in the South Columbus pen. Ransom, left-handed hitter, steps in with the bases loaded. South Columbus infield in. First pitch. Ball hit in the air. Foul territory, third base side, and falls out of play. And I think the happiest person that was out of play was Jamie Harrelson, because he completely lost it. This time of night, if you don't follow it right off the bat, the lights are on, but it's not totally dark and makes it very difficult to find. So an 0-1 pitch coming up to Ransom as Ward comes set. Pitch misses outside. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Freeman the runner on third. Smith on second. Beaushore on first. 9-3 Fairmont lead here with no outs. Top of the second. Ball hit to right field. Right fielder Bellamy has a beat on it, makes the catch. Runner on third tags. Here comes the throw to the plate. Cut off and held. And sacrifice fly by Marcus Ransom to right field. Scores another run. So give Ransom an RBI on the sac fly.
Important thing, he made sure his runner was well protected, easily scored from third base, only 1 out, and we talked about this a lot. You get those runners on early and often, good things are going to happen.
So that brings up Michael Richardson, the second baseman, with runners on first and second, and 1 out now, 10-3. Pitch on the outside corner for call, strike 1.
Fairmont batters don't know what to do with that breaking pitch. It just drops off the table on him.
And here's the next pitch. Ball hit into center field. Center fielder Spencer coming in. Can't get it. Runners had to hold. Spencer's throw comes to the plate, but runner from second stopped at third, and that's going to reload the bases on a soft single to center by Michael Richardson.
Just a well-placed ball right there in no man's land between the shortstop and the center fielder. Nothing to do but smart play by South, cutting the ball off and making sure he didn't get a chance to get across the plate.
So back to the top of the lineup, and Mason Locklear will step in now. Six hits unofficially for the Tornadoes. Ball hit in the air to left field. Left fielder Graham coming over towards the line. Makes the catch. Runner tags, but not deep enough to score as Graham quickly gets it in to the cutoff man at third base.
A couple of quick outs for South, hoping to get out of this inning with as little damage as possible. Fairmont already plating 4 in this inning. Right now for South Columbus, just roll a ground ball and get yourself out of there.
So for the second consecutive inning, Fairmont's going to send at least 10 men to the plate as Randy Floyd steps in and takes a curveball that stays inside for ball 1.
No place to put him. You got to throw him something he can hit.
Floyd led off the inning with, we called it an infield single, a slow hit ball to the second, past the pitcher to second base off the end of the bat. That throw was not handled at first, but it was a difficult play anyway, so what an ordinary effort wouldn't have gotten him. There's a rip down the left field line past the third baseman. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run. Runner coming into third. Here's the throw, cut off, and Randy Floyd helps himself with a 2-run double down the left field line. That plates 2 more runs.
South Columbus just can't seem to get the handle on the Fairmont batters. Right down the left field line, just nothing he can do with it. It's plates 2, and we got the courtesy runner in for the pitcher already.
So 6 runs in the inning on 6 hits.
South Columbus with a little action in their bullpen right now.
And Thorndike, who has walked, scored, and singled earlier in this inning and scored, will step in, and it's 12-3 Fairmont. Pitch low. Good stop there by Tate Lee. Ball 1. Have a tennis score. Close match down at East Columbus as the Wolfpack beat the Gators. 5-4. Another pitch low that Lee blocks. So that Whiteville remains undefeated in conference play, as is South Columbus, and they've got a big match coming up this coming Monday.
Actually, Brett Burrows, tennis coach for South Columbus, has already chimed in, said he's watching us here tonight, so good luck to the South Columbus tennis team next week, as well as the Wolfpack. Here's
the 2-0 pitch to Thorndike. Off the end of the bat, first baseman Long fields, races Thorndike to first, and touches the bag before Seth can get there, but Fairmont with another half dozen runs on the board here in the second. After 1 1/2 innings of play, it's Fairmont 12, South Columbus 3.
The Original Dale's Seafood at 107 South J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville offers calabash-style seafood, steaks, a salad bar, and has a daily lunch special of seafood or country victuals. They offer rooms for private dining, meetings, and banquets. Takeout is also available. The phone number is 642-5770. The Original Dale's Seafood in Whiteville is open Monday through Friday, 11 until 9, and Saturday, 11 until 9:45. Owners Lois and Alan Gerald have been serving customers for over 25 years and are proud to help bring you today's broadcast. Black's Tire and Auto Service has served North and South Carolina for over 85 years. In addition to 29 tire and 10 wheel brands, Black's offers air conditioning, brake, transmission, and exhaust repair. Routine automotive maintenance is also available at any of the 37 Black's North and South Carolina locations. A complete list of locations, products, and services can be found at blackstire.com. In Whiteville, Black's Tire and Auto Services is located at 1615 South Madison Street, 317-0229.
Knowledge can prepare students for a successful future. At BB&T, we encourage the pursuit of knowledge on and off the field. Because when students participate in sports, they learn important things, the benefits of teamwork, the power of preparation. That's why we're a proud sponsor of high school and college athletics, and why we offer banking programs designed just for students, so they can start moving in a brighter financial direction today. BB&T.
Member FDIC.
Tate Lee will lead off the bottom of the second for South Columbus, followed by Rajon Graham, then back to the top of the lineup for Miller Gore. Randy Floyd in his second inning of work for Fairmont. First pitch, swinging ground ball to the shortstop Ransom. Gloves, throws to first. First baseman stretches out, makes the catch for out number one. Floyd, one pitch, one out.
No wasted motion. South Columbus must feel like they've been on defense for most of the night. And I'll tell you right now, a 1-2-3 inning is not going to help their cause.
And I talked quite a bit about the way baseball's changed since I played. If you were trailing like this back in my days, you'd probably be taking a strike until you took the bat off your shoulder. Rajon Graham, the left fielder, steps in, squares around the bunt, pulls the bat back, takes the ball low and outside for ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Floyd. There's a ball hit high in the air on the right side. First baseman over in foul territory reaches up and makes the catch on the high pop-up by Graham, and quickly there are two down.
2 pitches, 2 outs. I'll tell you, South Columbus right now desperately need to get on the board because they can't afford to keep giving up 6 runs.
Miller Gore steps in now. Gore, we scored a bad hop single as he hit the first pitch from Floyd to the shortstop. Ransom came up and popped him in the chest on the last hop. Takes a fastball in there for call, strike one, as it did appear that Gore was taking all the way there. And Floyd smartly is filling up the strike zone with a 9-run lead.
Right now, we're in the bottom of the second. A couple more runs here, we might be able to end this thing early. If you're South Columbus, you can't get it all back at once. One hit at a time, one batter at a time. Don't try and take big gulps. Don't try and overdo. Just play baseball. We got plenty of baseball still to be played.
But you need to get a little bit of momentum back into the black and silver. 2-out rally here would certainly help. Here's the pitch to Gore. Breaking pitch misses low. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike to Miller Gore. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball hit in the air to shallow left field. Left fielder is coming in. Shortstop goes back. Shortstop tries to make the play off his glove, and Gore, hustling all the way, will go into second base. Shortstop, the left fielder, broke back to begin with, couldn't get to it. Shortstop Ransom made an outstanding effort to make a dive and come up with it. Got a glove on it, but could not hold it. And Gore, running all the way, slides into second base.
First South Columbus base run of the inning, and right now they really needed it.
Now they need to follow that up with Harrison Gore base hit like he got in the first inning up the middle. That drove in a run.
Again, take your time, just a little bit at a time.
First 2 pitches to Gore miss, so 2 balls and no strikes.
Really not attempting to hold that runner a second, getting a real big lead. You might want to shorten him up a little bit.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, up and in, and Gore fortunate to duck under that high fastball. Floyd blames the errant pitch on the baseball, asks for another one. Umpire complies with his request. So we'll see what happens here on a 3-0 pitch. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And that pitch taken high for ball 4.
And here we go again with a lot of unforced errors, a lot of extra base runners that don't need to happen if you're Fairmont right now. You've got a healthy lead. Just put the ball in the strike zone. If he's got a tight strike zone, just put the ball in play and trust your defense.
Austin Long steps in now. Takes the first pitch, fastball on the outside corner for call strike one. Long had a sacrifice bunt, and on the play, the throw to from the pitcher to the second baseman went off the second baseman's glove, allowing a run to score. That curveball in there for call strike two.
A wicked curve on that thing. You can see it from up here. Just kind of fell right off the table.
No balls, 2 strikes. Floyd has his sign from Thorndike set. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss for out number 3. Second strikeout of the ball game for Floyd. Stallions do no damage to the scoreboard in the bottom of the second. After 2 complete, it's Fairmont 12, South Columbus 3. You're listening to WZCO 89.9 FM.
Since 1935, Columbus Regional Healthcare System has provided healthcare services to Columbus and surrounding counties. Services offered are surgery, including robotic surgery, an emergency department, a 10-bed critical care unit, a family birthing center, cardiac services, lab and imaging departments, cancer care, and rehabilitation facilities. Columbus Regional Healthcare System also offers outreach and educational programs. More information on all Columbus Regional services is available at crhealthcare.org. The Southern Sizzler Steakhouse, 1405 South Madison Street in Whiteville, is open Tuesday through Friday, 11 until 9, Saturday and Sunday, 10:30 until 9. The Southern Sizzler offers the opportunity for a buffet or to order from the menu. Lunch and dinner buffets are available every day with seafood on the buffet Friday and Saturday nights. Menu items include steak, burgers, and chicken. Ice cream is included with each meal. Brandon Collins and the Southern Sizzler staff are proud to sponsor Columbus County baseball broadcast. The Country Nursery at 1240 South J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville carries an assortment of ornamental, flowering, and fruit trees, shrubs, and flowers, plus lawn and garden essentials like seed, bedding plants, pine straw, fertilizers, and pesticides. The gift shop has both indoor and outdoor home decor for spring like flags, wreaths, and bows. Country Nursery also carries Simply Southern and Girly Girl t-shirts and a selection of jewelry and initials. Their phone number is 640-6660, and hours are Monday through Friday, 8 until 5:30, and Saturday, 8 until 4. Mitchell and Judy Bowen are proud to support Columbus County baseball broadcast.
New pitcher on for the Stallions, Grayson Stocks takes the mound. 6'2", 180-pound junior. Right-hander. And he'll be looking to cool off the bat of center fielder for Fairmont, Skylar Hunt, who all he's done is been to the plate twice, hit 2 doubles, driven in 3 runs, and scored 2 runs himself. Left-handed hitter steps in, and away we go here in the top of the third. And the first pitch outside for ball 1. And yes, Bert Thomas, we are moving right along. Here's the 1-0 pitch as Stocks works quickly low for ball 2.
After 2 doubles, I'm not sure I give him a lot to hit either. Right now I'd be pitching around him, force him to hit something off the end of the bat or try to jam him, but I wouldn't give him anything anywhere close to the strike zone at this point.
If I'm Coach Scott Johnson, I'd rather see him hit one on the middle of the soccer field beyond the right field fence than walk.
Agreed.
Because if he hits it, you can get him out. If he walks, you can't. Not until something else happens. And the chances of him hitting one midway to the soccer field are pretty slim with the wind not blowing. Okay, here's the 2-0 pitch from Stocks, outside for ball 3.
And I'll tell you, Scott Johnson, a good baseball coach, been around a number of years, and I'll tell you, just the little things that he preaches every day to his kids are going to be important to get him back in this ball game right now. Good hitting, good defense, and stay within yourself.
That pitch low for ball 4, so Stocks comes in and walks the first batter he sees. That is walk number 5 for Stallion pitching. Got a score from Whiteville in a battle of teams up at the top of the Three Rivers standings. After 3 innings of play, it's Whiteville 1, Red Springs 0. Whiteville 4-0 entering play tonight. Red Springs tied with West Columbus at 4-1.
A lot of good baseball yet to be played in the Three Rivers Conference. If we get a chance to come out and see some of these ball clubs live, some good baseball.
There's a throw to first. Runner back safely as Jaden Freeman appeared that he was going to square and bunt. Freeman's been hit by a pitch, reached on a throwing arrow, has scored twice. Stocks comes set, batter squares, pulls back, and runner steals second base safely as Tate Lee couldn't handle the baseball on the transfer from the glove to the mitt, so Hunt safe at second with a stolen base.
Shame he looked like he had a chance to get him because he was held tight. Didn't get quite that good of a lead, but just like you said on the transfer, wasn't able to make the connection.
So ball one to Freeman. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Freeman ducks under that. Has already been hit by a pitch one time. Didn't want it to happen a second time, so 2 balls and no strikes now. Fairmont with a 12-3 lead here in the top of the third. Pitch on the outside corner for a call, strike one.
Tell you right now, the umpire's very consistent with his zone. You got to be at least one baseball close when he frames it, otherwise he ain't going to call it.
Stocks set, checks the runner, delivers, swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Grayson Stocks. Back even in the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrew Smith, the designated hitter, on deck for the Tornadoes of Coach Sandy Thorndike. Been there a number of years and has had a number of outstanding baseball teams at Fairmont. Always a contender in the 2A ranks come playoff time. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Stocks in a moment after he checks the runner a couple of times. Off-speed pitch. Good off-speed pitch, but Freeman able to stay back just enough with the hands to get a piece of it and foul it back.
Didn't get it by much, but he got all he needed.
Softball into 5. It's West Bladen 7, West Columbus 2. And that pitch in the dirt, blocked by Lee, but it rolls down the third baseline, so works almost like a bunt. And on the wild pitch, Hunt moves to third, and that moves to count full.
Really important for South Columbus to get this better, get that first down on the board, stop any momentum, because if not, it's going to be a long night trying to get back in this ball game.
And the pitch low for ball 4.
Runners at the corners for Fairmont looking to start this thing up again. So if you're South Columbus, you've got to get the ball. You can't overpitch right now. You've got to make them hit the ball. There's no way you can get out by trying to finally place the ball and just overthrowing. Just put the ball in play and see what you can do with it.
And I'm sure there's someone in the stands or the dugout or something telling Stocks, hey, throw strikes. And, you know, he ought to, if you hear someone say that, he ought to walk off the mound and look at him and say, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not what I've been trying to do. I mean, I always, as a former pitcher, when somebody would tell me to throw strikes, I wanted to tell them, what do you think I'm trying to do up here, you know? It's not that easy, folks. There's a good pitch and a swing and a miss by the designated hitter, Andrew Smith, for strike one.
Well-meaning, well-intentioned, and the harder you try to throw strikes,
the harder it is.
The harder you get, and the more you end up missing.
It's kind of like in football when you focus on people fumbling the football, the likelihood of fumbling increases. Gets in your head. All right, here's the 0-1 pitch is not going to be thrown as Stocks steps off the back of the pitching slab and drives the runner back to first base.
You guys try to keep that runner close in case he can get a double play ball rolled here.
There's a throw to first. Again, the runner back.
Quick move by Stocks.
(12-3), top of the third, Fairmont leading South Columbus. 6 runs in the first, 6 in the second. There goes the runner. There's the throw down, cut off by the second baseman, and they've got the runner hung up. The throw to the plate's low. There's the throw back to third, and they got him.
Heads up play by the South Columbus defense. Cut off the throw to second base. Got the young man hung up. Fantastic defense by South Columbus. And now and that takes a run off the board if you're Fairmont.
So 2-4, 2-5 is the way that one is scored, with Freeman going down to second base. The pitch misses high, and I'll have to see what the umpire says the count is, as it's not 1-1. Guess he's not going to tell us. But there have been 3 pitches thrown. And here's the pitch, and it's foul back. I'm thinking it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I believe you're correct.
What have you got, Mr. Umpire? I see you looking at the scoreboard out there. It is 2-2, so we were right on up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fairmont runner on second. It's Freeman. Off-speed pitch. Dips low and away to run the count full.
Tried to dangle that bait in front of the young man. You just didn't want to go fishing.
Stocks has shown a good off-speed pitch here since he's entered the ball game in the top of the 3rd. 3-2 pitch. Ball foul back through a windshield.
And probably mine.
But, hey, if you're at a ball game and you get a dent in your automobile, a dent now, I'm not talking about a windshield, but a dent, go see Mike Spivey and the folks at Whiteville Body Shop. Fastball misses outside for ball 4.
Now, that's a dent. What do you do for a ding?
Or a ding.
So a dent or a ding. Go see Mike at the body shop.
Yep, at Whiteville Body Shop. So Smith on for the 3rd time, 2nd time by walk, and all 3 Fairmont batters have walked this inning, but they do have 1 out. And we are going to have a Kelvin Sweat, the player that was being hit for, will come into the ball game now to run here in the bottom of the, top of the 3rd inning. So that'll kill the designated hitter. I don't mean literally, of course, folks. That means the designated hitter is no longer a part of the Fairmont lineup.
Details are important, my friend. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Runner in the stretch. Pitcher in the stretch.
First pitch high for ball 1 to Logan Beaushore, who has walked and been hit by a pitch. So on base twice.
If I'm Beaushore right now, I'm going to make him throw me a strike before I swing at anything.
Pitch low for ball 2. Now, there's another way of looking at that as well, though, Kevin. Kelvin is a way that you read. Well, there's Kelvin Sampson, who coached University of Houston, but that's also, I think, a temperature thing.
Yes, it is.
Celsius,
yep.
Fahrenheit.
Exactly.
But, you may want to swing at any good pitch you get because it may be the only one that you do get.
True.
And I'll go ahead and say it again as a pitcher. When you're struggling with the strike zone, paying additional attention to the runners, I don't think helps you focus on throwing strikes. There's a throw down to second base by the pitcher, runner back safely. But on the other hand, I know you got to continue playing the game, and you can't let runners just get tremendous leads. But it doesn't appear that Fairmont runners are wandering that far off base. Now watch them both steal since I said that. There's a swing and a miss at a good tailing fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike now.
I've always been one, you try to keep them a little bit close. If you see them wander a little bit, you just step off. You don't break that rhythm, and you concentrate on the batter, just get 1 out at a time.
That pitch in the dirt goes to the backstop, and both runners will move up on the wild pitch.
Not much you can do about those kind of unforced errors, but if you're South Columbus right now, focus on the batter, get 1 out at a time. You can't win this game all in 1 at bat. You can't lose this game all in 1 at bat. The way you're going to get back in this game is just get back into a routine, start throwing good strikes, and just get batters out.
Here's the 3-1 pitch in the dirt for ball 4, and that'll load the bases up.
Nobody up currently in the South Columbus bullpen, but South Columbus kind of running out of pitchers to look to throw strikes at this point. And
Marcus Ransom will come up now, and Ransom's wondering who he has alienated because he's 0 for 1 and has yet to get on, and there's fouls one out of play down the left side. His last time up, though, he did hit a fly ball to right field for a sacrifice fly that drove in a run. So 0 for 1 officially. Flew out to center, flew out to right. But the only Fairmont player to not reach base safely. And he pops one in the air to shallow center field. Second baseman Ray going out.
And the
and
streak
doesn't
continues.
seem to be in any hurry to get the ball in, as the runner on third not appearing to be in any hurry to tag. So Marcus Ransom is retired for the third time. And finally, we have an out here in the top of the third inning. Bases loaded. Michael Richardson up. Richardson singled his last time up, takes a fastball high for ball one.
Richardson right now just looking for something to hit. He's going to look to tag one, take it all the way into the outfield.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Good cut, fouled straight back. Count even, and 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 12-3 Fairmont lead here in the top of the third. Hunt, Freeman, Smith, and Beaushore have all walked. However, Hunt was caught off third base on a steal of second base attempt. And that's what's kept Fairmont off the board here thus far in the top of the third inning. There's a good pitch in there for call strike 2.
Tell you, when he's not trying to place that ball, he just throws that little breaking ball. It really just slides in there, buckles your knees, and it's been very effective for him since he came in the ball game.
1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. Swing and a miss, the fastball, and despite walking 4 batters, Grayson Stocks does not give up a run here at the top of the third. So after 2.5, our score remains Fairmont 12, South Columbus 3. We'll be back with the bottom of the third in just a moment.
The Tire Barn on the Whiteville Highway just east of Chadbourne provides tires for personal, business, and recreational vehicles and farm equipment. They perform tire rotation and balancing, front end alignment, muffler and brake repair, and most other automotive maintenance services. The Tire Barn is the North Carolina Inspection Center, open Monday through Friday, 8 until 5:30. Call 654-3166 for more information. Charles Crawford and Stan Bush hope all teams enjoy successful seasons. First Bank provides financial products for both individuals and businesses. This includes checking and savings accounts, debit and credit cards, personal and business loans. First Bank also offers digital banking for your smartphone, tablet, or personal computer. First Bank has been in business since 1935. Jeremy Coker at 1104 North J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville and Jessica Davis at 102 East 5th Street in Tabor City are proud to help bring you today's game.
Hello, this is Terry Edmond from Joe's Barbecue Restaurant in Whiteville. We are happy to be sponsoring Columbus County baseball broadcast. At Joe's Barbecue, you can sit down and order off the menu, and on Friday and Saturday nights, our pig picking buffet is served. Takeout orders are always available.
Don't forget the hush puppies.
Joe's Barbecue is located behind Lowe's in South Whiteville. Open Monday through Thursday, 10 until 8, Friday and Saturday, 10 until 9.
We hope you enjoyed today's game, and thank you for your support. Have a good one.
Back here at South Columbus High School, where Fairmont leads South Columbus 12-3, going into the bottom of the third inning. Legion Stadium in Whiteville. After 4, Wolfpack have added 3 to their lead, and now lead Red Springs 4-0. First pitch ripped down the left field line by Robbie Spencer. Left fielder gets to it quickly and will hold Spencer to a single. Spencer got a high fastball up in his eyes, got on top of it, and laced it down the left field line for a single. Again, nice play by Sweat, the left fielder, to get to that quickly, and I thought it might be extra bases when it was off the bat.
I'll tell you, a fantastic play, as you said, by the left fielder, because Robbie Spencer is not slow at all. And I'll tell you, he would very easily, if not for the hustle of that left fielder, be at second base right now.
First pitch to Jamie Harrelson, ball 1. Pitch in the dirt. Thorndike backhands it, has trouble locating it, but Spencer not going anywhere. 2 balls, no strikes. Jimmy Harrelson. Harrelson reached on a throwing error by the third baseman his first time up. Floyd set, and that one over Harrelson's head goes to the backstop, and Spencer will move to second base on the wild pitch. Second wild pitch for Randy Floyd.
Fairmont coach quickly to the mound for a timeout, trying to get his young men under control, reminding them very astutely that they've got a large lead. You don't need to overthrow. You don't need to try and do more than you're capable of. Just throw the ball, put it in the strike zone. If he hits it, great. We're going to play good defense.
Absolutely. Also has the catcher and, let's see, first baseman as well in on the meeting. I was going to say first baseman, not an active participant, but saw that he actually, Mason Locklear, had a few things to add to the conversation himself. I'd like to say hello to South Columbus tennis coach Brett Burrows. Thank you for tuning us in.
You very definitely reminded us that we got a big tennis match coming up next week between Whiteville and South Columbus.
Here's the next pitch in the dirt to Harrelson. Apparently I missed a pitch there somewhere because that is ball 4. Oh, I didn't record the pitch that was over his head. That was the problem. Avion Bellamy bunts. Great one down the third baseline. Throw to first, not in time.
Bellamy's just like he showed us in football season with some great speed going down that baseline. Even with a perfect throw, I don't think he was going to be able to get caught.
And it was Floyd got off the mound quickly, but unable to get Bellamy. As that, even with good speed, if you bunt the ball back to the pitcher, you're going to have a hard time beating it out. But he did get that one over near the third baseline. So a good job, and now the Stallions have the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch misses to Peyton Ray. Looked like a pretty good pitch from my standpoint anyway. But
buckled his knees, and I think he fooled everybody, including the umpire.
And that pitch low. Thorndike had trouble locating it, but it was basically right underneath him, so no advance by the runners.
No place to put him. He's got to give him something to hit right now.
Infield back for Fairmont, except at the corners. They're at first and third. And Floyd turns and forces the runner to return to the bag. 12-3. Fairmont lead. South Columbus threatening with the bases loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Floyd set, delivers. Curveball in there for call, strike 1.
Right now, after South Columbus, just put the ball somewhere. Just get a hold of something to hit, and you can drive it through the infield.
Floyd checks the runners, comes set, kicks, delivers. Breaking pitch hit over the second baseman into right center field. 1 run will score, and the rest of the runners will advance 1 base as Peyton Ray didn't hit it hard, but served it over the second baseman's head into right center field for an RBI single, and that runs the score to 12-4 as Spencer scores on the plate.
Infield playing up, just put the ball right where he needed to, right over the second baseman's head. Was able to plate that 1 run, much needed for South Columbus.
So base is still loaded, and Tate Lee up now. Lee grounded out to shortstop his first time.
I'll tell you right now, runner at third taking a big lead.
Here's the pitch from Floyd. Inside. There's a throw down to first. Runner back safely. I'm going to say you've got an experienced catcher, Seth Thorndike, behind the plate, and you're down 8 runs. You don't need to be straying too far off the bases. Every one of these runners is important to get back into this game. There's a swing and a miss by Lee at a 2-0 pitch to make it 2-1 now.
Obviously, South Columbus trying to take advantage of the pitcher being in the windup, getting a big secondary on third base.
That curveball in there for call, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, full of Stallions, nobody out. Breaking pitch. Lee does a good job of fouling that off. We'll do a 2-2 pitch again.
South Columbus just looking to put the ball anywhere at this point. Any contact is good contact if you're South.
There's a swing and a miss, and Lee goes down swinging for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. Strikeout number 2 for Floyd. And that'll bring up Rajon Graham. Graham popped up to the first baseman his first time. Floyd going to work from the windup now with 1 out. Good breaking pitch that Graham swings at and misses.
Fairmont hoping for a double play ball right now to get themselves out of this inning with limited damage.
First baseman playing in a couple of steps on the grass. There's an attempted bunt by Graham, not a squeeze play as the runner from third was not coming. Graham looking to catch the defense by surprise and lay one down. Uses speed but misses it. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball up a little bit. 2-1. Good 0-2 pitch there though by. And there's call, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts by Floyd. And now 2 are down.
First time I've seen him ring up a batter on an inside pitch, probably since the first or second inning, but I'll tell you, it was very effective. I don't think anybody was counting on that one coming back inside.
Stallions have the man they want at the plate right now, Miller Gore, who's 2 for 2 in the ball game, single and a double. Bases loaded still. Breaking pitch in there, and Floyd has found the magic on that breaking pitch, and he is using it here in this clutch situations. 0-1 count. Breaking pitch in the dirt. Gore able to check his swing, a ball and a strike.
And that's the thing. He's not trying to overpitch right now. He's just trying to get him to put the ball in play. All he needs is 1 out, and it can be anywhere on the diamond.
And the 1-1 pitch gets the benefit of a high call on a not that tall batter, and Miller Gore down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch breaks off the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good job by Gore to lay off that pitch.
I tell you,
here's
very
2-2. Curveball stays just inside, and 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Should start the merry-go-round. Everybody should be going and get a good jump with Floyd working out of the windup. And here they go. Here's the pitch. Ball hit on the ground. Floyd gloves it, throws the first to end the inning. Stallions get 1, but strand 3 after 3 complete. 12-4, Fairmont over South Columbus.
Pone South's primary business is making loans on almost any item of value. In addition, Pone South has new and used merchandise for sale, including firearms, hunting and fishing supplies, jewelry, electronics, tools, sporting goods, and even lawn and garden equipment. Pone South provides services such as boat registration, hunting and fishing license, money orders, and bill payment. A complete list is available at PoneSouth.com. Pone South has locations in Chadbourne, Bladenboro, Elizabethtown, Lumberton, Tabor City, Hope Mills, Conway, South Carolina, and in Whiteville at 433 South Madison Street. Southeast Tax and Insurance operates out of the Pone South locations in Elizabethtown, Chadbourne, and Whiteville. Southeast Tax trained tax professionals are available to assist you year-round. Southeast Tax is open Monday through Friday, 9 until 5, with extended hours during the tax season. Tech One Elite Car Care Center, located at White's Crossing Plaza in Whiteville, is a full-service automotive center. Tech One sells and installs a large selection of name-brand tires. They do brake work, alignments, tune-ups, and minor engine repair. Tech One provides fluid services including oil, transmission, transfer and differential cases, power steering, and brake fluid. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 until 1. The phone number is 914-6021. That's Tech One Elite Car Care Center in Whiteville.
Back here at South Columbus High School on what has been a very pleasant evening. Even we are in the press box, but looking out there, people not wrapped up in a few people in blankets, but overall, not a bad night for baseball here in mid-March. Top of the fourth, and leading it off for the Golden Tornadoes is the first baseman, Mason Locklear. Locklear has walked, grounded out to short, flown out to left field. Facing Grayson Stocks in his second inning of work. Here's the 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. Stocks did something that you don't see a whole lot in the last inning. He walked 4 consecutive hitters and did not give up a run. Pitch low for ball 3.
Unfortunately, it looks like he's about to do it again. But I'll tell you, Stocks right now just having a little trouble finding the strike zone. Got lucky to get that one out there on the pickoff at third base and saved himself. Gone through a little lull in the offense this last inning.
In the 4 innings, it's East Bladen 5, St. Paul's 1 in baseball. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Low for ball 4. And Locklear hustling down to first, but Lee gets the baseball, gets it back to Stocks quickly.
So once again, Fairmont with base runners in every inning tonight, just continuing to make South Columbus play their game.
Leadoff batter has gotten on. Well, he got on, but did not score. He was the leadoff batter. Skylar Hunt was the man caught when the runner attempted to steal second base, and the throw was made to the plate. There's a pickoff attempt made, and the runner back under the tag in time. All right, comes set, checks, delivers. There goes the runner. There's the throw down, and they got him.
Nice play by the shortstop, snagging that ball and bringing it down. Look for all the world like it was going to be high. Quick, great range, quick tag, gets him. And South Columbus, 1 out, probably for the first time with nobody on base.
Here's the 1-0 pitch to Randy Floyd. Swings and misses at a breaking pitch. Excuse me, that's the 0-1 pitch. I think the count's now no balls and 2 strikes, as the previous pitch on the throw out at second was a strike. There's a ball fouled over towards our technicians over beyond the first base dugout.
Technicians led by Kelly Jones. I want to give Kelly a quick plug tonight. He's got Celebrate the Arts coming up next weekend here at East Columbus High School.
And there's a breaking pitch that Floyd did not make much of an effort to get out of the way of, but no balls, 2 strikes. Going to hang in there and get on base any way you can. So Floyd chooses to let that pitch hit him, and he goes down to first base. He's been up 4 times and been on 4 times. That's the 3rd Fairmont batter to be hit by a pitch. He'll stay in and run, and typically when he stays in the run, that means that he's going to be stealing. Seth Thorndike at the plate. Stocks throws to first, thinking the same way that we're thinking.
Trying to keep him close, not willing to give up that extra run.
Into 5 now. Whiteville leads Red Springs 6-0. And Stocks comes set, delivers. Thorndike swinging, fouls it over into the South Columbus dugout for strike 1. Got a big one coming up next Tuesday. We'll be over in beautiful Cerro Gordo, North Carolina, as the Vikings take on the Wolfpack.
Always a fantastic ball game between those two.
They had some battles over the past several years, and the Viking team I saw Tuesday night against West Bladen playing very good baseball, so should be a good matchup between those 2 teams. There's a pitch out, and the runner not going. He was to count a ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, looking really forward to that ball game between those 2 teams. They are separated by about 10 miles in geography, but they couldn't be more than worlds apart. But they two fantastic baseball teams with great tradition.
There's a ball lifted high into shallow right field. That's going to be trouble. And it does fall in, and there's a throw to second base. Gets away. The left fielder backing it up. They got a chance to get the runner at third, but it's not in time. Floyd did not hesitate when he slid into second, popped up, immediately ran to third.
Aggressive base running by the Golden Tornadoes now has runners at second and third with only one out.
You knew that was going to be a tough play, that the right fielder was playing too deep and shaded over towards right center field, wasn't going to get to it. First baseman was the closest one to it, but with his angle having to go almost straight back was going to be very difficult for him to get to, and it simply fell in. The second baseman, Peyton Ray's throw trying to force Floyd at second got away, and it allowed the runners to move up to second and third. There's a throwback that gets away, but again, Gore backing it up. Runner on third was going back to the bag.
Heads up play by the shortstop backing his player up. Otherwise, we'd have a whole new circumstance here.
That pitch misses for ball two. Skylar Hunt. Hunt has doubled, driven in two, double, driven in one, and walked. That pitch outside. 3 balls, no strikes, and it would not surprise me at all to see Coach Thorndike turn Hunt loose here on the 3-0 count. Outfield playing deep. And here's the 3-0 pitch. And it did appear that he was taking all the way, as he didn't seem to offer at all. Final Whiteville softball over Red Springs. Whiteville defeats Red Springs 10-0 in 5. There's a ball lined into the gap in left center field. That'll get down. Robbie Spencer goes over, cuts it off, has trouble handling it, but gets to it finally, gets it back in. But 2 runs will score, and Skylar Hunt with his third double of the night, and that makes 5 RBIs for the young man.
No, I don't cover a lot of baseball. Is that a hat trick?
No, but it's similar to one. So that makes it 14-4 now.
South Columbus dangerously close to being 10-run here if they're not careful. They've got to get some outs quickly. Do not give up any more runs and get to their sticks.
The Jaden Freeman, the third baseman, in now. Freeman's been hit by a pitch, reached on the area, and walked. Pitch from Stocks, breaking pitch, misses high and in for ball 1. I'd like to thank Ronnie Strickland for chiming in with the West Columbus score. West Columbus over at West Blake, and the Vikings are leading the Knights 7-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. So West Columbus doing their part to set up that showdown between the Vikings and the Wolfpack on Tuesday night. Vikings 4-1 in conference play going into the night. There's a swing and a miss at the breaking pitch by Freeman for strike 1.
A lot of good baseball being played tonight. Obviously, you've talked about the West Columbus score and the Whiteville score, and we got another one going here.
Freeman with the 1-0 pitch, and he's hit by a pitch, so he'll go down to first base.
That young man's had 4 eventful at bats tonight, hasn't he?
Well, he's been hit by a pitch twice, reached on in there and walked. Has a stolen base, has scored a couple of times.
The only thing he hasn't done is hit the ball.
Not for a base hit anyway. So that brings up Andrew Smith. Who lifts one down the left field line, curving, foul.
Much to the disappointment of the crowd over there on the Fairmont sideline. They were jumping out of their socks hoping that thing would be fair. said, a lot of good stuff going on. We're getting into the meat of the spring season right now. Got baseball going. Track has just started. Good golf going on. Got a big tennis match next week. We talked a little bit about Kelly Jones and Celebrate the Arts. Celebrate the Arts is the biggest arts festival in the state. Kelly Jones and the crew do a fantastic job with that. I want to give them a big shout-out for next week.
Stock's ready. Here's the delivery to Smith. Breaking pitch outside. Good play by Lee. Keeps it in front. Evens the count of the ball and the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. 2 runs in. Hunt, the runner, on second. Freeman on first. Smith, 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Takes fastball high for ball 2.
Can't be too fine right now. Make him put it in play. Prove to him that, make him prove to you he can get the ball to the outfield. But right now, if you're South Columbus, you need a strike. And of course, Stocks will tell you that's what I'm trying to do.
Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 2. I had to recheck my rule book because Sweat came in to run for Smith the last time he got on, and I thought that ended the designated hitter for the game. Maybe Smith has re-entered and will go to left field. We'll see how that all plays out. Pitch low, runs the count full. Stocks with 29 pitches in the third inning. Third Stallion pitcher. So far, all of them have thrown more balls than strikes. 3-2 pitch. Misses inside, and that's going to load up the bases as Hunt moves to third. Freeman to second. Smith to first.
No place to put him, and Scott Johnson's going to come out and
going to the mound, and I believe that could be it for Grayson Stocks. We'll wait here just a moment and see. In fact, we won't. We'll go hear from our good friend, strong supporter of athletics in Columbus County, Dr. Brent Lawson. And we'll be back as it does appear that the Stallions will be making a pitching change. 14-4, Fairmont leads in the top of the 4th. 1 out. Bases loaded as they threaten to get more.
Dr. Brent Lawson specializes in general dentistry. His practice is located at 308 Liberty Street in Whiteville. As a general dentist, Dr. Lawson is the primary dental provider for patients of all ages. He can diagnose, treat, or coordinate the services needed to meet your entire family's oral health needs. For a complete list of services and methods of payment, you may contact Dr. Lawson's office at 642-6001. Dr. Lawson and his staff send their best wishes to all Columbus County teams. Merritt Sporting Goods says spring means youth baseball and softball aren't far away, and adult softball leagues are forming. Merritt carries equipment, uniforms, and supplies for all ages. They do screen printing of jerseys and T-shirts and carry a selection of trophies and plaques for end-of-season or end-of-year celebrations. Engraving is done on site. Merritt also stocks both collegiate and local high school attire. Located at 201 East Main Street in Whiteville, Merritt's is open Monday through Friday, 9 until 5. Tyrone, Lennon, and Greg, thank you for your support since 1984. The Original Dale's Seafood at 107 South J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville offers Calabash-style seafood, steaks, a salad bar, and has a daily lunch special of seafood or country victuals. They offer rooms for private dining, meetings, and banquets. Takeout is also available. The phone number is 642-5770. The Original Dale's Seafood in Whiteville is open Monday through Friday, 11 until 9, and Saturday, 11 until 9:45. Owners Lois and Alan Gerald have been serving customers for over 25 years and are proud to help bring you today's broadcast.
Andrew Dameron is the 4th pitcher that will be used by Coach Scott Johnson. Coming in here in the top of the 4th inning, his Stallions trailing 14-4. Andrew faces a pretty tough situation as the bases are loaded with tornadoes and just 1 out. And coming to the plate, Beaushore, the right fielder. who is yet to have an official at bat, but it's reached base 3 times with 2 walks and hit by a pitch. So the sophomore Davern set, misses inside, ball 1.
Not much you can do right now, just come in, hope to throw strikes. Fairmont just continuing to put runners on base at will at this point.
Davern pours that fastball in there with kind of a 3/4 delivery for call strike 1. Davern, a 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. Breaking pitch, and a good one as Beaushore swings and misses for strike 2. Staying infield at first and third on the edge of the grass. Second and short back looking for the double play with 1 out. Ball hit into shallow right field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run will score, and Coach Thorndike will hold up the second runner as Avion Bellamy got to it quickly. Ball not hit hard at all by Beaushore, but simply into short right field. Too far out for the infield to get to, too shallow for Bellamy to get to. So
textbook definition of a Texas leaguer. Just nothing you can do with that ball. Just get it back into the infield and hope you don't give up more than 1 run.
So that makes it 15. Excuse me. And there's a tailing fastball that had a pinch hitter, number 18, Joshua Barfield, hitting for Marcus Ransom, and he's hit by the first pitch. But it drives in a run.
Crude but effective, my friend. Crude but effective. Number 13 coming up to bat for Fairmont, looking to add to this already 12-point lead.
And 13 also a pinch hitter, Caleb Hunt, hitting for Richardson. Takes the first pitch in there for call strike 1. And that pitch goes over his head to the backstop. A run will cross the plate, and the other 2 runners will move up.
Dangerous point in the game right now, getting away from South Columbus. Fairmont really emptying their bench, and South Columbus shooting themselves in the foot at this point. If you're South Columbus, just got to calm down, just got to play baseball at this point.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Hunt for strike 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Score now 17-4 in favor of the Tornadoes. And a ball pulled down the third baseline. Foul. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again.
South Columbus right now looking for any kind of momentum. Really needs something good to happen to them at this point. Really, ball game's kind of getting away from you. Just calm yourself down, do what you got to do, and live to fight again another day.
Davern working from the stretch. Off-speed pitch, and again the ball pulled down the third baseline. Foul.
Absolutely beautiful night for baseball right now. Now the wind died down. Really don't have any cold like we had last week. Kind of drying out on us now. Fantastic night for high school baseball.
Ball hit into left field. Left fielder comes in, goes over towards the line, makes the catch, gets it in quickly. Runner at third holds, and they're now 2 away.
Well hit ball. Just sometimes you hit it and it goes right to somebody. Good, nice play by that left fielder. There's been 2 good plays tonight.
Back to the top of the lineup, and Mason Locklear will step back in. Locklear third. This is the third inning that Fairmont has batted around, as Locklear will be the 10th player to come to the plate. Has walked, grounded out to short, flown out to left field, and walked to lead off this inning. Swings, fouls it off down the third baseline for strike 1.
She had a little bit of impetus to it, but just kind of died out on the way down. Didn't really get a good hold of that.
Top of the fourth, 17-4, Fairmont leading. Andrew Daverin in the pitch. Pitch misses outside. Count even at a ball and a strike with 2 down here in the top of the fourth inning.
Shift on to the left. If he gets the ball down the right field, there's a long way he can go.
There's a pitch taken outside for ball 2. Close, but the home plate umpire not expanding the zone, calling it the way he would if the ball game were a 3-2 game. Ball hit down the left field line, base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run. Locklear rounding first and will jog into second base with a 2-run double.
I mean, there's not much you can do right now for South Columbus. Just play baseball. Don't worry about the score and do what you have to do and start working on your fundamentals. Because right now, obviously the score is going to get out of hand, but do what you got to do to get yourself back into good fundamental baseball and don't pick up any bad habits.
So that makes it 19. And there's a ball hit to the third baseman. Throw over to first in time to retire Floyd. But the Golden Tornadoes add 7 more to their lead, and they lead heading into the bottom of the fourth inning, 19-4.
Black's Tire and Auto Service has served North and South Carolina for over 85 years. In addition to 29 tire and 10 wheel brands, Black's offers air conditioning, brake, transmission, and exhaust repair. Routine automotive maintenance is also available at any of the 37 Black's North and South Carolina locations. A complete list of locations, products, and services can be found at blackstire.com. In Whiteville, Black's Tire and Auto Services is located at 1615 South Madison Street, 317-0229.
Knowledge can prepare students for a successful future. At BB&T, we encourage the pursuit of knowledge on and off the field. Because when students participate in sports, they learn important things, the benefits of teamwork, the power of preparation. That's why we're a proud sponsor of high school and college athletics, and why we offer banking programs designed just for students, so they can start moving in a brighter financial direction today. BB&T.
Member FDIC.
Since 1935, Columbus Regional Healthcare System has provided healthcare services to Columbus and surrounding counties. Services offered are surgery, including robotic surgery, an emergency department, a 10-bed critical care unit, a family birthing center, cardiac services, lab and imaging departments, cancer care, and rehabilitation facilities. Columbus Regional Healthcare System also offers outreach and educational programs. More information on all Columbus Regional services is available at crhealthcare.org. The Southern Sizzler Steakhouse, 1405 South Madison Street in Whiteville, is open Tuesday through Friday, 11 until 9, Saturday and Sunday, 10:30 until 9. The Southern Sizzler offers the opportunity for a buffet or to order from the menu. Lunch and dinner buffets are available every day with seafood on the buffet Friday and Saturday nights. Menu items include steak, burgers, and chicken. Ice cream is included with each meal. Brandon Collins and the Southern Sizzler staff are proud to sponsor Columbus County baseball broadcast. The Country Nursery at 1240 South J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville carries an assortment of ornamental, flowering, and fruit trees, shrubs, and flowers, plus lawn and garden essentials like seed, bedding plants, pine straw, fertilizers, and pesticides. The gift shop has both indoor and outdoor home decor for spring like flags, wreaths, and bows. Country Nursery also carries Simply Southern and Girly Girl t-shirts and a selection of jewelry and initials. Their phone number is 640-6660, and hours are Monday through Friday, 8 until 5:30, and Saturday, 8 until 4. Mitchell and Judy Bowen are proud to support Columbus County baseball broadcast.
New pitcher in for Fairmont in the bottom of the fourth, Andrew Smith pitching, and he'll face Harrison Gore, the designated hitter for the Stallions. Gore 1 for 1, RBI single in the first, walked in the second inning. Floyd unofficially goes 3 innings, allows 4 runs, 2 earned, gives up 6 hits, strikes out 3, walks 1. And he moves to shortstop. Thorndike moves from behind the plate to first base. Not sure who is behind the plate now. Try to get that for you. First pitch swinging, ball hit right side. Second baseman bobbles it, and Gore is safe at first.
Rough play for the second baseman. Had to range all the way over to his left and then transfer the ball before he was able to throw it. Would have been a tight play either way.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to time it where he could field it out in front instead of getting over in front of it and getting his feet set. But off his glove, and Gore safe at first. And that'll bring up Austin Long. Just had a sacrifice bunt reached when there was an error made on it and struck out looking. He bunts down the first base line, and it goes foul. Anthony, now you keep your eyes on the road. Don't be you can listen, but you can't watch.
I'd like to thank Anthony for tuning in tonight. Got a chance to see some great high school baseball. Fairmont really lighting it up on the scoreboard. But definitely, Anthony, make sure you stay safe.
Got a delay here as Coach Johnson has a talk with Austin Long. Not sure that he gave the bunt signal to his number 3 hitter here in the bottom of the 4th, trailing by 15, but may have. But the conversation was about something. We'll never know because I'm not going to ask either one of them. He does square the bunt again, so obviously the bunt is on. Takes the breaking pitch on the outside corner for a call strike 2.
Pretty sure he won't be bunting on this at bat, but right now just giving that pitcher something to think about, trying to get that runner over any way he can.
Andrew Smith on in his first inning of work for Fairmont here in the bottom of the 4th. There goes the runner. Breaking pitch misses, and the catcher has trouble making the transfer, does not make a throw, and Harrison Gore is safe at second with a stolen base. Count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes on Austin Long.
Not sure if he really wanted to throw the ball anyway. Be smart, get the batter at home plate. You're up 15, you really don't need to worry about that runner at second base.
As Andrew Smith steps off and looks the runner back at second, as he didn't have an infielder keep him in close. Ball lifted high in the air, left side. They come over to the third base dugout, take a look at it, and falls into the territory behind the third base dugout. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Heads up play by the young man fighting that pitch off because right now he can't afford to strike out. South Columbus needs base runners in the worst way.
Smith comes set, checks the runner a couple of times, delivers a breaking pitch that's hit on the ground of the second baseman. Richardson throws to first to put Austin Long out on the play. Harrison Gore moves to third.
Once again, you really don't need to pay attention to that runner at third base. Just go ahead and pick up outs when you can. South Columbus down to their last 5 outs in this ball game if they want to extend it to a 6th inning.
Robbie Spencer, who lined out to right field and then lined a single into left field in the 3rd inning, steps in, so he's 1 for 2, but it's hit the ball hard twice tonight. Got a final from Whiteville. Wolfpack win 10-0 in 6 innings. There's a ball hit down the right field line. That'll fall in for a base hit, and Spencer, with his 2nd hit of the night, plates Harrison Gore, and that makes it 19-5.
Spencer, heads up ball player, can hit the ball to all fields. Just put the ball where he needed to. Soft line drive down the right field line. He's on first, and he picks up an RBI.
Get him on, get him over, get him in.
Steps off the rubber.
But does not throw. Again, I'm wondering why you're paying too much attention to the runners with a 14-run lead. There's a swing and a miss by Harrelson on the fastball for strike one. Smith looking in. Now he comes set. Spencer with a big lead, does not go. Pitch low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. In a game that was moving along slowly, seems to have slowed down even more.
Very well said, my friend. Very well said. Not sure you got to be too fine with a 14-point lead right now. Just put,
Well, South Columbus, of course, could recover an onside kick after they score the next 7. There goes the runner. There's the throw down, and Spencer beats the throw into second base. Good throw by the catcher, either number 5 or number 6, but can't tell because of the chest protector covering his single-digit number. But Spencer's safe at second with a stolen base.
Spencer's speed saved in there. Got a great jump off first base. Just barely beat the throw at second.
So Smith now will work on Harrelson with a count of 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 pitch. Ball popped back and it's going to land on top of us. And you may have heard it do so.
That would have hurt. That would definitely leave a mark.
Hurt my ears just hearing it land. I'm glad the press box is still standing.
This is why I was glad we're not doing this outside like we did it last week.
If that were the case, Kevin, you'd be working solo. All right, Smith ready with a 2-2 pitch. And that ball lifted into short center field. Center fielder coming hard and makes a sliding catch.
Nice play by the center fielder from Fairmont, saving a sure base hit.
That's Skylar Hunt, who has been a star at the plate and now makes a nice sliding catch to rob Jamie Harrelson of a base hit. 2 outs in the inning now. See, that deserves a little red pen mark there in the scorebook. And Avion Bellamy steps in now. First pitch swinging, pops it over towards the third base dugout and not high enough for anyone to be able to get to and make a play.
Catcher tries to get over there, just ran out of real estate.
And ran out of time as the ball probably wasn't popped up any higher, much higher than the back of the backstop. So Bellamy now with the count and no balls and 1 strike. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first, had a bunt single in the third. Andrew Smith on the mound after Randy Floyd went the first 3 for Fairmont. Delivers, fastball outside corner for call, strike 2.
He's going to give you the outside corner. He's not going to give you the inside corner. But at least he's been very consistent tonight for both teams.
And which is interesting because he's set up over the inside corner. Maybe he's guessing a little bit more at the outside. Who knows? Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch breaks outside. Good eye there by Bellamy to lay off that. Good 0-2 pitch by Smith. Not wasting a pitch, but a purpose pitch out of the strike zone to see if you can get the batter to swing at something that he can't do much with. Even though if he keeps throwing outside, big hole between first and second. And there's a swing and a miss. Bellamy goes down swinging. Stallions get 1, but they're going to need several more. And who knows after Fairmont bats in the top of the 5th. After 4 complete, 19-5, the Golden Tornadoes lead the Stallions.
The Tire Barn on the Whiteville Highway just east of Chadbourne provides tires for personal, business, and recreational vehicles and farm equipment. They perform tire rotation and balancing, front-end alignment, muffler and brake repair, and most other automotive maintenance services. The Tire Barn is the North Carolina Inspection Center, open Monday through Friday, 8 until 5:30. Call 654-3166 for more information. Charles Crawford and Stan Bush hope all teams enjoy successful seasons. First Bank provides financial products for both individuals and businesses. This includes checking and savings accounts, debit and credit cards, personal and business loans. First Bank also offers digital banking for your smartphone, tablet, or personal computer. First Bank has been in business since 1935. Jeremy Coker at 1104 North J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville, and Jessica Davis at 102 East 5th Street in Tabor City are proud to help bring you today's game.
Hello, this is Terry Edmond from Joe's Barbecue Restaurant in Whiteville. We are happy to be sponsoring Columbus County baseball broadcast. At Joe's Barbecue, you can sit down and order off the menu, and on Friday and Saturday nights, our pig picking buffet is served. Takeout orders are always available.
Don't forget the hush puppies.
Joe's Barbecue is located behind Lowe's in South Whiteville. Open Monday through Thursday, 10 until 8, Friday and Saturday, 10 until 9.
We hope you enjoyed today's game, and thank you for your support. Have a good one.
So far, Fairmont's had a good one as they've scored 19 runs in the first 4 innings of play and lead South Columbus 19-5. 3-4-5 coming up in the Fairmont lineup. That'll be Seth Thorndike. First pitch swinging, grounds it to Miller Gore, who has trouble fielding, throws to first, but not in time as Thorndike hustling down the line. Reaches first base safely on the unofficially the 5th Stallion error of the evening.
You can plan all you want, you can strategize all you want, but you can't just give up errors, and you can't give up base on balls and still win ball games.
And that'll bring up Skylar Hunt, who all he's done is have hit 3 doubles, scored 3 runs, and driven in 5 runs, and made a nice sliding catch in the outfield last inning. Left-handed hitter takes it low for ball 1.
Skylar Hunt definitely with a web jam in the last inning. Really made a fantastic play in center field.
Andrew Deveron in his 2nd inning of work. His 3-quarter delivery breaks outside. Count now 2 balls and no strikes to Hunt.
South Columbus just looking to pick up outs at this point, try to build for next week.
That pitch on the outside corner for call, strike 1. Thorndike, the runner on first. Nobody out here, top of the 5th. 2-1 count on Hunt. Here's a 2-1 pitch. High for ball 3.
South Columbus just cannot find the strike zone no matter how hard they try tonight. Right now it's looking to put the ball in play.
Davern checks the runner at first, comes set, delivers. Off-speed pitch popped back, going to be just to our right. And that runs to count full. Unofficially, I have Fairmont with 11 hits, and South Columbus pitching has walked 2, 4, 10 batters and hit 5.
It's called getting your money's worth.
Navering set, delivers, big cut there by Hunt, gets a piece, fouls it straight back. We'll do the 3-2 pitch again. You know, I talked about hitting the ball in the middle of the soccer field. Hunt, with that swing, looked like that's exactly what he was trying to do. It was not a protect the plate, 2-strike swing. And he is hit and still down at home plate.
That's going to sting a little. I think he got him right there on the foreleg or on the knee.
On the kneecap, I believe. He is still down. It was a breaking pitch, and he's up now and going to jog to first base. And even though that was ball 4, it goes as a hit by pitch because the ball is dead when it hits the batter as opposed to a ball 4 where the ball would remain alive.
Scott Johnson going to take a quick trip to the mound. Probably calm down this young man. No need to get out of, let this get any further away than it can be. Johnson's going to talk to him and say, hey, listen, 5th inning, let's just get some outs, do what we have to do, but let's just get it under control, throw strikes. And, of course, he's going to tell you, like you said earlier, that's what I'm trying to do.
All the Stallion infield in there. And, going to be another pitching change. So with another call to the bullpen, let's see, that appears to be Cannon White. Yep, Cannon White will come in to pitch, be the 5th Stallion pitcher. So while he takes his warm-ups, we'll hear from our friends Kenny Barnes at Pond South and Chris Brown at Tech One Elite, and maybe a couple of more folks. It's 19-5, top of the fifth. Fairmont over South Columbus. Fairmont with 2 runners on, nobody out here in the top of the fifth inning.
Pone South's primary business is making loans on almost any item of value. In addition, Pone South has new and used merchandise for sale, including firearms, hunting and fishing supplies, jewelry, electronics, tools, sporting goods, and even lawn and garden equipment. Pone South provides services such as boat registration, hunting and fishing license, money orders, and bill payment. A complete list is available at PoneSouth.com. Pone South has locations in Chadbourne, Bladenboro, Elizabethtown, Lumberton, Tabor City, Hope Mills, Conway, South Carolina, and in Whiteville at 433 South Madison Street. Southeast Tax and Insurance operates out of the Pone South locations in Elizabethtown, Chadbourne, and Whiteville. Southeast Tax trained tax professionals are available to assist you year-round. Southeast Tax is open Monday through Friday, 9 until 5, with extended hours during the tax season. Tech One Elite Car Care Center, located at White's Crossing Plaza in Whiteville, is a full-service automotive center. Tech One sells and installs a large selection of name brand tires. They do brake work, alignments, tune-ups, and minor engine repair. Tech One provides fluid services including oil, transmission, transfer and differential cases, power steering, and brake fluid. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 until 1. The phone number is 914-6021. That's Tech One Elite Car Care Center in Whiteville.
Back here at South Columbus High School, not looking good for the home team as they're trailing 19-5 here in the top of the fifth, and Fairmont with 2 runners on, nobody out, looking to add more as Coach Scott Johnson makes his 4th pitching change. 5th pitcher to take the mound for the Stallions, Cannon White. Cannon, a senior, 6'1", 230 pounds, right-hander.
Big fella from South Columbus coming in, just hoping to put a bandage on a bullet hole right now if you're South Columbus, but just get him out of this inning and hopefully off the field.
And the first batter he'll face will be Jaden Freeman. Freeman has been to the plate 4 times and been on base 4 times. None by hit, though. Has been hit twice, and that pitch misses outside for ball 1.
Does give you pause for thought when you go up that 5th time, doesn't it?
I'd have had a pause for thought after the first time if I was hit the first time. Here's the next pitch. Fastball high. I will not divulge the name of Bob Capps from Fairmont, but way back in the day, I'm talking about way back in the day, there's a fastball in the inside corner for call strike 1. He was just as likely to hit the first couple of batters of the game on purpose just so the next people wouldn't dig in on him. And it was very effective, too. He was an outstanding pitcher for the Tornadoes back in the 60s. There's a ball sliced foul down the right side. Fortunately, it does not damage any of the CCCA recording, broadcasting equipment.
Great glove down there by Kelly Jones. Picked that thing up on one hop.
And the 2-2 pitch. Ball hit in the right field, and that's going to get past the diving right fielder. And here comes 1 run. Here comes a 2nd run. And Floyd is going to go all the way to 3rd with a stand-up triple.
After being hit twice, I think you kind of earned that one, don't you?
Yeah, and you can't really blame Avion Bellamy for, what do you have to lose at this point? Going to try to make the catch. He made a diving effort, came up short, and ball goes all the way to the right field fence.
Avion, a good young man, always hustling, always scrapping. He didn't care whether it's 21-5 or 0-0.
So that makes it 21 now and brings up Andrew Smith, the pitcher, who takes a big cut and misses for strike 1. Facing Cannon White. White's next pitch outside of the screen. Here comes the runner from third, and he will score.
Sometimes when it rains, it pours, my friend.
Well, in a way, that almost may be a break for Cannon White as he now can work from the windup. (22-5). White ready with the pitch. Low for ball 2. And let me make it clear to folks that any comments that I'm making as far as how the game is being played, that pitch low for ball 3, I am not in the least faulting anyone's effort on the field. The young men are doing the best they can, and in some cases they're trying too hard.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ball fouled back that fortunately misses everyone.
You can't say enough about the hustle of these two teams. These two teams are giving it all they have. Sometimes the breaks go your way, sometimes they don't. But right now,
South Columbus just struggling with some fundamentals on the mound. And the home plate umpire rings up Andrew Smith for out number 2.
That's a 22-5 calls what that is.
Excuse me, out number 1. I'm jumping ahead of myself here.
Coach even told that. You see the coach talking to the umpire going, I understand. I understand.
So White with a strikeout, and I believe that pitch in there for call strike 1 to number 14, Hallen Oxendine. Strike 2.
Coach looks like he's emptying his bench right now, trying to make sure he gets everybody in at bat.
Somebody from the dugout wanting to know if the bat's got glue on it. You better swing at anything close now. And that's in there for call strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts by Cannon White. We said that once he got
zoned in
the windup, it might be beneficial. And Kevin, to go to your point, those are the first 2 batters to strike out for Fairmont tonight. So they have either exhibited a good eye at the plate and walked, or have put the ball in play. DJ Seals will bat now.
And that's just a mark of good coaching right now. I mean, they're just very disciplined at the plate. They don't make a lot of mental mistakes, and really you see it come out. You see good coaching come out when these kids play heads-up ball.
Strike 1 to Seals. Swing and a miss, strike 2. East Bladen leads St. Paul's 5-2, as St. Paul's is down to their last 3 outs. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Cannon White comes on, and after giving up a triple, strikes out the side. But the Tornadoes add 3 more runs, and going into the bottom of the 5th inning, it's going to take an 8-run Stallion 5th to keep this ball game going because of the 10-run rule. But stranger things have happened.
Never say never. You had an exciting ball game the other day over at East Columbus. Plenty of offense, plenty of hits, plenty of everything.
So we'll be back to see what does happen here after these words from our sponsors. You're listening to WZCO 89.9 FM and the Columbus County Sports Network broadcast of Columbus County High School baseball.
Dr. Brent Lawson specializes in general dentistry. His practice is located at 308 Liberty Street in Whiteville. As a general dentist, Dr. Lawson is the primary dental provider for patients of all ages. He can diagnose, treat, or coordinate the services needed to meet your entire family's oral health needs. For a complete list of services and methods of payment, you may contact Dr. Lawson's office at 642-6001. Dr. Lawson and his staff send their best wishes to all Columbus County teams. Merritt Sporting Goods says spring means youth baseball and softball aren't far away and adult softball leagues are forming. Merritt carries equipment, uniforms, and supplies for all ages. They do screen printing of jerseys and T-shirts and carry a selection of trophies and plaques for end-of-season or end-of-year celebrations. Engraving is done on site. Merritt also stocks both collegiate and local high school attire. Located at 201 East Main Street in Whiteville, Merritt's is open Monday through Friday, 9 until 5. Tyrone, Lennon, and Greg, thank you for your support since 1984.
First pitch swinging for the Stallions is Joseph Ward hitting for Peyton Ray, and he lines a single into left field. So Joseph Ward off the bench for Coach Scott Johnson. Pinch hitting here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Credit the South Columbus Stallions for not giving up. Those young men are still fighting out there. They're going to try and scratch for every run they can get.
You know, if nobody makes an out, they can still come back in this game. Like I said, it'd be pretty remarkable if they do. Tate Lee, the catcher, has strike one on him. Andrew Smith working in his second inning. Randy Floyd got the start, went the first three. Swing and a miss for strike two. Lee's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And has had a long night behind the plate.
A very long night.
There's a ball ripped down the left field line, foul, as Lee out in front of that off-speed offering.
Mm-hmm. Very smart. No, you don't see a lot of throws to first right now. He's just going to concentrate on the batter. He knows he's got a big cushion here. Just going to look to get, just take his time and get out to the plate.
I'm surprised Thorndyke's even holding the runner on first base. Another 0-2 pitch on the way. Off speed, hitting the air. Shortstop drifting back over behind the bag and will glove it. That's Randy Floyd with the put out for out number one.
I think you probably made a good observation. Not sure if I just leave that run go. He's not going to hurt you regardless of what he does. So you might as well just go back and play your normal defense.
Ray John Graham, left fielder, steps in now. Graham 0 for 2. Squares the bunt, lays it down out in front of the plate. Pitcher gloves, throws the way into right field. Runner will go to third. He'll be held there, and Graham will move to second. Again, another thing where you just would have been better off just holding on to the baseball and accepting the fact that you're going to have runners at first and second. As once Smith's feet came out from under him, it was pretty much going to be a base hit, although it be it a bunt base hit for Graham. And then the throwing error compounds things by allowing the runners to move to second and third and brings up Miller Gore.
Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor.
Gore hits one to shortstop. Floyd gloves, throws to first in time. So Gore out 6-3. Does get credit for an RBI as Peyton Ray crosses the plate and Ray John Graham moves to third.
Fairmont 1 out away from taking this one to the house. Credit South Columbus still trying to fight, still trying to get as much as they can and fight their way back in this thing. Again, it'd be very difficult at this point.
Harrison Gore, first pitch swinging, fouls it back for strike one. Gore had an RBI single in the first when South Columbus scored 3 runs. Fairmont had scored 6 in the top of the first, but South cut that advantage in half, 6-3, but 6 more runs in the second for Fairmont. And the Stallions have not been able to recover. That pitch 2 or 3 inches outside, called strike 2. As I think this umpire has decided it is
time to widen strike zone a bit.
And swing the bat. And there's a swing and a foul tip at the plate, so Gore remains alive.
I think everybody's ready to go home right now. Everybody except for the man on the field.
And at this point, as a hitter, you got to be aware that that's happening, that if it's close, you've got to be swinging the bat. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And that one's hit on a line in the right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Graham will score as Harrison Gore gets his second single and a second run batted in of the game with a line drive to right field.
Gotta love the effort of these young men. We talked about it about an inning ago. Game's kind of gotten away from it, but you can't fault the effort of the young men from South Columbus, really not giving up, really trying just to play their way back into this thing, and just doesn't happen to be their night.
There's a strike to Austin Long, batting with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 22-7 the score. Pitch outside. He was to count the ball on the strike. Long has had a sacrifice bunt where he reached base when the second baseman did not handle the throw, struck out looking, and grounded out to the second baseman. Smith steps off and checks the runner. Now he comes set, delivers. There's a ball hit to Floyd at short, makes a nice throw, backhand, and the first in time for the out. So Randy Floyd showing off that pitching arm with a nice play in the hole to end this ball game with the final put out 6-3. And that's going to close it out with Fairmont taking a 22-7 victory in 5 innings. We're going to do a little housekeeping here, and then we're not going to take long, and we're going to close this out. Again, your final score, South Columbus loses to Fairmont 22-7.
The Original Dale's Seafood at 107 South J.K. Powell Boulevard in Whiteville offers Calabash-style seafood, steaks, a salad bar, and has a daily lunch special of seafood or country victuals. They offer rooms for private dining, meetings, and banquets. Takeout is also available. The phone number is 642-5770. The Original Dale's Seafood in Whiteville is open Monday through Friday, 11 until 9, and Saturday, 11 until 9:45. Owners Lois and Alan Gerald have been serving customers for over 25 years and are proud to help bring you today's broadcast. Black's Tire and Auto Service has served North and South Carolina for over 85 years. In addition to 29 tire and 10 wheel brands, Black's offers air conditioning, brake, transmission, and exhaust repair. Routine automotive maintenance is also available at any of the 37 Black's North and South Carolina locations. A complete list of locations, products, and services can be found at blackstire.com. In Whiteville, Black's Tire and Auto Services is located at 1615 South Madison Street, 317-0229.
Knowledge can prepare students for a successful future. At BB&T, we encourage the pursuit of knowledge on and off the field. Because when students participate in sports, they learn important things, the benefits of teamwork, the power of preparation. That's why we're a proud sponsor of high school and college athletics, and why we offer banking programs designed just for students, so they can start moving in a brighter financial direction today. BB&T.
Member FDIC.
Since 1935, Columbus Regional Healthcare System has provided healthcare services to Columbus and surrounding counties. Services offered are surgery, including robotic surgery, an emergency department, a 10-bed critical care unit, a family birthing center, cardiac services, lab and imaging departments, cancer care, and rehabilitation facilities. Columbus Regional Healthcare System also offers outreach and educational programs. More information on all Columbus Regional services is available at crhealthcare.org.
Franklin Davis, Kevin Toman back with you here at South Columbus High School, where the final, after 5 innings, Fairmont takes the run rule win 22-7. Fairmont with 6 runs in the first, 6 in the second. They were scoreless in the third, but added 7 in the fourth and 3 more in the fifth for their 22 runs unofficially on 12 hits, with South Columbus committing 5 errors. South Columbus bounced back in that first inning, scoring 3 runs, but shut out in the second, scored 1 run in the third, 1 run in the fourth, 2 more in the fifth. For their 7, had them with 10 hits, and Fairmont committing 4 errors. Randy Floyd got the start, went 3 innings for Fairmont, struck out 3, gave up 6 hits. Gets the win. Andrew Smith, 2 innings in relief with 1 strikeout, giving up 4 hits. South Columbus used 5 pitchers. Andre Gaines started, did not get out of the first inning. He was relieved by Chandler Ward, followed by Grayson Stocks. Andrew Davern and Cannon White came in to close it out for the Stallions. So, Kevin, I think that's going to I should mention outstanding night for Skylar Hunt, the Fairmont center fielder, as he goes 3 for 3 with 3 doubles, scores 4 runs, 5 runs batted in. He had a walk and hit by a pitch. The only thing that he did wrong was on the front end of a double steal, he was calling the run down between home and third base, so we can't give him a 100, but
maybe a 98.
And also had a nice sliding catch in the outfield, so I'm going to give him at least a 98 on tonight's ball game. I don't know what Coach Thorndike will do, but that's the grade he's getting from me.
Nice ball game by Fairmont tonight, really aggressive on the base pass, but I'll tell you, if you're Fairmont right now, you're looking at the rest of the league schedule, and you're right in the thick of things right now. You've improved to, I believe it's
4-2.
4-2. And you're right in the thick of things right now. You got to see what shakes out, because you know the loser of the Whiteville West Columbus game is going to have another loss, and to get in that 2-way hunt, you're going to need to pick off at least one of those 2 teams coming up.
That's exactly right. Randy Floyd, 2 hits for Fairmont. Seth Thorndike also 2 hits for Fairmont. For South Columbus, Miller Gore had 2 hits. Harrison Gore had 2 hits and drove in 2 runs, and Robbie Spencer was 2 for 3 with an RBI. Joseph Ward 1 for 1 as well. So that's going to do it. We're going to play our billboard one last time. Appreciate everyone tuning in, logging on, watching, listening, everything that they did. I guess this broadcast may hang around on YouTube for a while if anyone's interested. If you're a Fairmont fan, you may be. So that does it. As far as I know, the next thing I'll be doing will be radio only over at West Columbus next Tuesday night, as the Vikings of West Columbus, so the last thing we heard, were up on West Bladen 7-1. That would improve them to 5-1. We'll take on the Whiteville Wolfpack, who beat Red Springs tonight 10-0 in 6 innings, and they're 5-0. So that's always a battle. Doesn't matter what the records are, but 2 of the top teams in the Three Rivers Conference. So should be a good one. Get out of the ballpark if you can. But if you can't, tune me in on 89.9 FM WZCO. For Kevin Toman.
For Franklin Davis.
Kelly Jones and everybody with CCCA. Again, listen to our billboard one final time. Again, your final score from Vinegar Hill at South Columbus. Fairmont 22, South Columbus 7. Good night, everybody. The Columbus County Sports Network's coverage of high school baseball on WZCO 89.9 FM is sponsored by the following: the Southern Sizzler, the Country Nursery, the Tire Barn, First Bank of Tabor City and Whiteville, Joe's Barbecue Restaurant, Pone South and Southeast Tax, Tech One Elite Car Care Center, the dental practice of Dr. Brent Lawson, the Original Dale's Seafood, Merritt Sporting Goods, Black's Tire and Auto, BB&T, and Columbus Regional Healthcare System. Please support the businesses that help make today's broadcast possible.